Canada has joined the growing list of countries launching a criminal investigation into Volkswagen. This is all over the scandal of the rigged diesel engine emissions tests. The company is in crisis mode. It's lost nearly a third of its stock value in just 2 days. It's down another 8% today. The CEO is fighting to keep his job, and most think that won't be the case, that he has to go. But we'll talk about all of this with Scott. The latest as far as, I mean, that's a big announcement. Canada joining the growing list of countries now launching investigations, criminal investigations. Where are things this hour?
Yeah, this is an unbelievable story. 100,000 cars are being affected directly here in Canada. VW is pulling those off the lots, but a lot of owners of these vehicles, and basically any diesel vehicle you have out there built after 2009, a lot of people saying, what are we going to do? So there's been a couple of class action lawsuits, one initiated out of Windsor, Ontario, another one out of BC, and they're saying that they got a pretty good chance on fighting this because a lot of Volkswagen owners are going to be saying, what are our vehicles worth? So here's one lawyer, Tony Merchant, saying that they got a pretty good case against Volkswagen.
Volkswagen decided that they knew they were going to pay a lot of money when they apologized in the way they did, because it amounts to an admission of wrongdoing, and they would not have done that without an expectation that they have to pay compensation to people because of the lowered value of their vehicles.
This is why we see corporations all the time really hesitant about admitting guilt, because it opens themselves up to lawsuit that they've done something wrong. And in this instance here, where you've got a whole division of engineers making this defeat device, this software to fool emission control, testing standards, it's amazing to think that Martin Winkelkorn, he's the CEO, didn't know about it as well. So there's lots of smoke here still with the story.
It's really interesting that there is a term for this that we're hearing more and more, this defeat device, yes. This intentional circumventing of the regulations. The reaction overall today seems to be, what on earth was Volkswagen thinking? Any indication on that?
They must all be waking up as if from a bad dream to say, what were we thinking that we could fool somebody on this? Already we know, we found out just recently that they are getting the same law group that defended BP over the Deepwater Horizon, so they are making some attempts at defending themselves. There's also having a crisis this morning about outing the CEO, Martin Winkelkorn, again. He wants to stay on. He says he's endlessly sorry, but it's going to be very tough for him to stay on with this scandal, because you just think that with 1/3 of the shareholder value gone, $25 billion melted away from shareholder value. There's a lot of shareholders angry out there, a lot of customers angry out there.
Dealers, I mean, it goes on and on.
And so, yeah, it's going to be very tough for him to keep that position.
Thanks very much. Scott Peterson.